Okay.
It seems to me that odd things shape your life. And one of the odd things that happened to me was the fact that I had very severe acne condition. So that the remaining years of my high school years
Was social hell?
was social healthy. There was no social. It was just work and no social life because I had severe acne. There's another story that goes along with that with my brother, and it's another story. But the acne formed a great deal part of my life because it made it easier for me to study rather than have a social life. I didn't date in high school. I didn't date in college because my acne was very severe, and there was just no social life with females. It made studying easier, made it get good grades easier. And when I went to college, it made spending time alone easier because I knew I had no choice. I did a lot of work in college. I did college in 3 years. In other words, in order to graduate college, you need 132 credits.
Yep.
I did 96 credits in 2 years. So I never finished or graduated from college. And after 2 years of college, I decided to apply to dental school, which was unheard of at the time because at that time the year was 1950, and the guys coming out of the military of 1945, 46 went to college, and they were applying to dental school, and getting into the dental schools were quite hard. And here I was trying to get into college, into dental school after 2 years of college. And I sent out applications to several schools. One of them was NYU. And you got to remember, I was 19 years old when I did this. I applied to NYU with 19 for dental school, and they told me I have to wait another year. They have all these
Rules.
veterans and groups ahead of me, and I was too young. Columbia University told me the same thing. The University of Maryland was much nicer to me, and the dean of the school called me up and asked me to come down to Maryland for an interview with the dean. And I did. I took a train from the Bronx and ended up in Maryland University. Sat with the dean for about an hour and had a very nice conversation with him. And I thought I was going to the University of Maryland. And then he said to me, I'd like you to do one thing for me before you leave. I said, what is that? I want you to go over to the hospital and see the dermatologist at the hospital. I was surprised at that, but of course I said, okay. I went over to the hospital, I saw the dermatologist, and then I went back to the dean. And he sat down, and he's shaking his head, and he says, I hate to say this to you, but you're not going to become a dentist through our school. The dermatologist feels that you would never become a successful dentist because your skin is so bad, it's going to be hard for you to place it close to other people, and they will be repulsed. That was quite a blow after all those years and hard work and really wanting to get into dental school. And I took the train back to the Bronx. I was crying the whole way, and that was on a Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, I was inconsolable. I was just off the wall. I didn't know what to do with myself. On Monday, I went back to NYU to classes. They came home in the afternoon, and there was a letter for me from St. Louis University accepting me as a dental student. They didn't, no interview, no nothing. I got into St. Louis University in dental school after 2 years of college because I was Jewish. They needed 3 Jews, and I only had 2. So I was accepted into St. Louis University, and I became a dentist despite my acne. And I thought that was a hell of a story because it's almost unbelievable.
Huh. It is. There was no treatment for the
Nothing of any kind that did anything. And in dental school, the acne cleared up slowly. I was able to start going out on dates and stuff like that. And in my senior year, I had no acne.
Well,
That's when I met Sandy. I was fine. But it's sort of unusual to get into dental school that way because you're Jewish in a Catholic school. It took 3 Jews a year and needed 1 more. That's a story.
that is a story.